All right, well, welcome everybody to our webinar this, I guess, early evening where I am for Bitclub Network. I know we're going to have people listening from literally all over the world, so it could be evening, morning, middle of the night. Excited to share with you guys a lot of really cool stuff that we have going on right now at Bitclub Network. If you're brand new and you're watching this for the first time and someone told you, man, you got to watch this webinar, you got to watch this webinar. And by the way, you're going to see that that's how we really promote this whole thing, is just have people watch the webinar, because we're going to go through a lot of information today. But before we go through everything, you have to understand what Bitcoin is first. Bitcoin is the world's first completely decentralized currency. This has the potential to be bigger than the internet. I try to put into words, but really words don't describe what an impact Bitcoin can have on our world in so many different ways. It's already happening in many ways, and what you're going to be finding is that most of the world's richest and smartest people are all involved with Bitcoin. All the big banks, all the big stock markets, all the governments know about it. There's billions of dollars being invested in it, and yet nobody really knows about it. It's still such this kept secret. And by the end of this webinar, I'm really hoping that everybody understands what a big deal this is. And I'm hoping that we can put you on the path to where you can learn a lot more. Now, when I said this has the potential to be bigger than the internet, I really, really do mean that. And I want you to imagine for a minute, if I sat you down with someone who's never seen a computer, never heard of the internet, knows nothing about anything about computers and the internet, and I asked you to explain everything you know about computers and the internet to that person. Could you do it in 1 hour? No. Could you do it in 2 days? Probably not. Even though there's nothing really complicated about what we know, and I'm figuring 99% of us are not IT professionals, so there's nothing really complicated about the internet that we know, but we've just learned so much over a long period of time. We know a lot about the internet. And so Bitcoin's kind of the same way. I've been studying Bitcoin every day for about 2.5 years, and there's so much really cool stuff. I just can't explain it all in an hour. So I'm going to really try to give you the basics. But to save us time, if you're brand new, I want you to stop this video because you're listening on the recorded webinar. I want you to stop it now in just a second and go watch another video first. This other video is 9 minutes long. You can find this video on this website. It's called winningpresentation.com. It's the second video down from the top. So the first video is a really great video, Introduction to Bitcoin, some famous, super rich, smart people talking about Bitcoin. And then the second one is this one right here. This is a 9-minute video that explains what Bitcoin is, the very basics of what Bitcoin is. You can also see Bitclub Network's mining facility. And then the newest webinar, which if you're watching this here recently, this would be the newest webinar that's going to go up. This is the last one I did. The new one will be up here tomorrow. So winningpresentation.com, if you don't understand what Bitcoin is, even if you think you understand what Bitcoin is, stop the webinar and watch this 9-minute overview of what is Bitcoin, please. So do that now. It's not going anywhere. That 9 minutes will make all the difference in the world. If you don't watch that, the rest of this really isn't going to make much sense to you. Once you watch that, then the rest will make sense. So, all right. But normally it takes me 30 minutes to explain that. So watch that webinar, then come back when you're done. So now for all of us that already understand Bitcoin, and now that you are back after watching that video about what Bitcoin is, and I know it's a lot of information, maybe you even watch the whole thing 2 or 3 times to catch on to it. So now we can start going through some stuff. So with what Bitcoin is, and when you've seen there in the video, it's a peer-to-peer network. So what that means is really important. It's completely distributed Bitcoin is hosted on thousands and thousands and thousands of computers, literally all over the world. And let me go back over here to the front page of blockchain. And these are all the transactions happening with Bitcoin live all over the world. These are actually the blocks of Bitcoin. So there's thousands of people with their computers connected to Bitcoin, and if any one of those people are hacked, it doesn't matter because there's thousands more, and it's a consensus basis. So 51% have to agree. So if you and I do a transaction, everybody's saying yes. If one guy's saying no, send that person the Bitcoin, the whole system overrides them. Also, if one guy gets knocked offline, doesn't matter. There's thousands more. So no one can manipulate Bitcoin. No one can turn off Bitcoin. No one can hack Bitcoin. It's perfect. So the question is, why would people spend money on computers and electricity? And like you saw in the video, it's because of the new Bitcoin being generated. And so this is that new Bitcoin being generated. And I like showing people this chart over here. And then we're going to get into where Bitcoin's going in the future and what Bitclub Network's all about. Okay, so if you go here to blockchain, and blockchain's been around a lot longer than Bitclub Network has. If you go here and go to mining pool stats, this is going to show you all of the different mining pools that are mining Bitcoin. Now, it's important to understand that a lot of these big ones over here either don't own their power, don't own all their power, or it's a few rich guys that are doing this on their own. F2 pool, which is the biggest right now showing, they actually don't own any of their computer power at all. They're a Chinese pool that have thousands of people all over China that own their own computers that have it plugged into their pool. Ant pool, they own some of their own stuff, and then a lot are some of their wealthy customers. And then same with a lot of these other ones, but here's Bitclub Network. So Bitclub Network, it's showing that in the past few days, we've hit 4.3% of all the blocks of Bitcoin that have been created, which comes out to 27 blocks of Bitcoin. Now, right now, every block of Bitcoin has 12.5 Bitcoin in that block. And we'll go over there, just any one of these blocks. These are the recent blocks for Bitclub Network. I'll just click on the last one we got. So on here you can see it's Bitclub Network, and the block reward is 12.5 Bitcoin. Now there was also transaction fees. These are very small. It's only a few pennies for a transaction. You could send $1 million worth of Bitcoin to anyone, anywhere in the world instantaneously. It's only going to cost you a few pennies. But because there's so many of these transactions, it actually comes out to about a Bitcoin. And if you saw in that video, when we did that video about 1.5 years ago, the price of Bitcoin was $240. Right now, today, doing this webinar, one Bitcoin, we'll go over here to CoinDesk, one Bitcoin is $920. So in 1.5 years, we've gotten almost 4 times, like over 3 times growth, but it's actually almost 4 times growth. This is absolutely crazy what's going on. And if we go back even longer, remember the pizza, that was 10,000 Bitcoin for $25. And then within about 6 months of that, one Bitcoin was 10 cents. So in 6.5 years, we've gone from 10 cents to $900. Okay, forget that. We'll go back to that later. All right, so back over here to the blocks. So one block, 12.5 Bitcoin, plus this one had almost an entire Bitcoin just in fees. So it was 13.5 Bitcoin, and you can see right here that we got put in our Bitcoin wallet. So you know this Bitcoin wallet belongs to Bitclub Network. So if I click on this wallet, it takes you here. Now this is Bitcoin. So anytime that somebody's going to send you Bitcoin, you have to send them your wallet address. Same as if somebody's going to send you an email, you have to send them your email address. If somebody's going to send you a letter, you send them your home address. This is your Bitcoin wallet address. So when you give that to somebody, you can actually just show them this QR code right here, and they can scan that QR code, and that will put that wallet address in their Bitcoin wallet to know where it's supposed to go. If you're going to be buying plane tickets on cheapair.com or paying for a hotel room on expedia.com or buying a gift card on Gift, or anything that you're using Bitcoin, you're going to see this and you're going to scan it, and then that's how you send the Bitcoin. It's instantaneous. So you can see we've been mining a lot of Bitcoin on here, and you can see it's newly generated coins that have gone into this wallet. And you can see newly generated coins, newly generated coins, newly generated coins, lots and lots and lots of these. And there's many, 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 many pages. It's not 11 pages. Actually, you can go over here, scroll down. You can see it's, oh, hang on. Sorry. We got 50 pages. So there's actually 50 pages there of all of these transactions. Let me go back to page 1 again. Sorry. Okay, we're back on page 1. Okay. So as you can see so far, and we've been using this wallet for about a year and a half, we've mined 41,414 Bitcoin to this wallet, and there's actually still at this moment 12,875 Bitcoin in the wallet right now. Now, as far as USD, and click on that, so that's $38 million that we've mined worth of Bitcoin. There's still 11.8 million in the wallet at this exact moment. And that $38 million, that's all of that Bitcoin that has been mined. That's what gets split up between all of the members of Bitclub Network. So if you think of Bitcoin, same as gold, if you invested money into a gold mine, and me personally, if I invested in a gold mine, I'm not going to go start digging holes. But with this, you don't have to go start learning how to be a programmer and mine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin miners do all the digging for you, and they're doing all the mining of the Bitcoin. You just get Bitcoin every single day. So think of it like that. So that's $38 million worth of Bitcoin that's been mined and split up between all of the members of Bitclub Network. So if you have not been a member of Bitclub Network, that $38 million, you didn't get any of that money. Going forward, if you're a part of what we're doing, as we're mining more Bitcoin every single day, you will be getting some of that going forward. So again, just think of it like a gold mine. You invest in a gold mine, they dig up the gold, they give you your gold. You invest in a Bitcoin mine, they dig up the Bitcoin, you get your Bitcoin. Now back over to our chart for a second. Go back to the chart. So there are other Bitcoin mining operations that you could invest in. And a lot of people are like, oh, you know, how do we know that these guys aren't better than you? Well, here's the thing, is that most of them are Chinese, and you have to be a programmer, run your own equipment, or you have to be rich and put in a lot of money. 100, 200,000, 500,000. If you're going to do this on your own, minimum $2 million to really get started and be able to be profitable. And so me personally, when I was, finding out about Bitcoin and wanting to get involved, I was like, well, I'm not rich. I don't have millions of dollars to invest into Bitcoin mining to be a part of this. But at the same time, I want to be a part of this. And so I started talking to some friends of mine, and I'm a network marketer. They're a network marketer and network marketers. And we were deciding, you know what? How about we take a bunch of us little guys that want to do this, but we don't have the resources to put in millions on our own. We'll take a bunch of us little guys and become one big guy. And that's what we've done. And now we've become one of the biggest, strongest Bitcoin mining operations in the world. So if you look at people that actually own all of their own power, we're probably like 5th or 6th in the entire world. Now, a lot of times we'll show below 5th or 6th on here, but these people don't own that much power. F2 Pool doesn't even own any power. So we've become a serious, serious force in the Bitcoin world. Now, another thing that's really big about this is that we're just getting started. We've been going for 2.5 years, and we're just now starting to get some momentum going. So you're going to see us climbing up this chart very, very quickly in 2017. In 2015, we got all the way up to number 13 in the world. Last year, an article that a magazine did put us at number 6. So we went from 13 to 6 from 2015 to 2016. Now in 2017, I don't know where we're going to be over the next, 6, 7 months, but it wouldn't surprise me if we're in the top 3 because we're adding lots and lots and lots of power. We're going to have a lot of fun this year with this. All right, so, but Bitcoin mining is just getting us started. We also do Ethereum and Zcash mine. That's a whole separate thing. We're also have Clubcoin. That's a whole separate thing that we launched. By the way, we've given away all the Clubcoin. We're going to tell new members coming in over the next month or two ways that they're going to be able to receive Clubcoin without having to go to the open market and buy it. Now, if you do want to go buy Clubcoin, the only way to buy it is from the open market. Bitclub Network does not sell Clubcoin. Really, we've never really sold Clubcoin. We've only given it away. And Clubcoin, where are we at here? Here's Clubcoin. So actually there's no gain or loss for today, which is rare. Normally we're up or down on the day. But on Bittrex.com, you can actually go and buy or sell Clubcoin if you have it. Another thing that we're launching is CoinPay. Let me pull up CoinPay real quick. CoinPay.co. All right, so here, and there was, and actually I need to get the page put back up. Next day or two, I'll have the page put back up. It's actually a whole site that goes through everything about the service. But basically what CoinPay is, it's a payment platform where any member of Bitclub Network can go out, talk to any business anywhere in the world, set them up with our service where they can start accepting Bitcoin and Clubcoin. Now, if they don't understand what Bitcoin and Clubcoin is, they don't want to keep it, they want the cash, that's okay. We can help them to turn it into cash, no problem. So what's big about this is that if you think about Visa and MasterCard 25, 30 years ago, it was around, but almost nobody used it or accepted it. Now Visa and MasterCard is everywhere, everywhere in the world. And over the next, I think, 5 to 10 years, we're going to see cryptocurrency accepted everywhere. You can already buy anything you want, like literally anything you want with cryptocurrency. We can show you where to get it. You just can't use it everywhere. So the hotel I'm staying in at the moment, I can pay on Expedia with Bitcoin, but I can't pay at the front desk with Bitcoin. So I can stay here with Bitcoin, just not in every way possible, where I can pay at the front desk and on a website with credit card. So over the next, like I said, 5, 10 years, we're going to see Bitcoin accepted everywhere. Well, there's going to have to be payment platforms used to help all these businesses accept Bitcoin and Clubcoin and even other cryptocurrencies. That's where we come in. So we can literally become the next Visa or MasterCard, and every single person that joins Bitclub Network actually receives shares in CoinPay. So you'll actually be a part owner of CoinPay. Now here's what's really cool about this. If somebody joined Bitclub Network 2 years ago, we hadn't talked anything about CoinPay because we hadn't even thought of CoinPay. Wasn't even an idea for us yet. Every single member of Bitclub Network, all the way back to the first day, is actually a part owner of CoinPay. And that's just our philosophy. If we think of another business platform to get involved with a year from now, if you get started with us now, whatever we do a year from now, you're going to be a part owner of it. If we think of something 2 years from now and we start that, you're going to be an owner of it. So every member that's a part of Bitclub Network, because we're a club, not a company, we're a club. We're a group of friends mining Bitcoin together. We're a group of friends signing up businesses onto this CoinPay platform together. We're a group of friends that started Clubcoin together. We're a group of friends spreading the word of Bitcoin all over the world. And we can do many, 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 many different businesses because the world of Bitcoin has unlimited amounts of different types of revenue streams. Same as the internet has many different types of revenue streams. So that's the big vision of this. Now, I know some people hear about other network marketing companies involved in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin trading, Ethereum, Dash, this, that. There's a lot of different things, and I'm just going to call these things 100% scams. Bitclub Network is the only MLM company in the cryptocurrency space, the only MLM company in the Bitcoin space that's not a scam. Literally, I just proved it to you. I just showed you that we're mining Bitcoin. I showed you our Bitcoin wallet. Think about this. When I showed you our Bitcoin wallet, I just showed you $11 million sitting in a wallet. I'll go back there again. Just go to blockchain, go to the pools, go down to Bitclub Network, click on the hash, anyone. You're going to see the wallet address right here, newly generated coins. Just click on the wallet address, and you're literally looking at millions of dollars, and you can see where it came from. It didn't come from new members joining. It came from newly generated Bitcoin. If no more new people join Bitclub Network, it's okay. We're mining millions of dollars worth of new Bitcoin being generated every single month. That's profit. That gets split up between our members. We don't need new people. We want new people. We want a huge distribution channel. So as we add all these new revenue streams, we have more and more and more people to participate with everything that we're doing. Hang on one second. I meant to show you this real quick. World Coin Index. And so this is a list. This is a list of lots of different cryptocurrencies. So, of course, Bitcoin's number one, and there's a total of $14.7 billion worth of cryptocurrency. Worth of Bitcoin. 100% of that Bitcoin went to people involved in Bitcoin mining. $14.79 billion. It's not going to stop. If I did not get involved in Bitcoin mining, there would still be 14.79 billion worth of Bitcoin. I just wouldn't have any of it. And there would be no Bitclub Network, and we wouldn't have $38 million that was split up between Bitclub Network members. That's not going to stop. We're going to mine 50 million. We're going to mine 100 million. We're going to mine 200 million. It's not going to stop. And it's going to be split up between Bitclub Network members. If I didn't get involved, I wouldn't have any Bitcoin. If you don't get involved 2 years from now, you're not going to have any of this Bitcoin that we're mining. It's just that simple. You saw it was 38 million that we've mined so far, all split up by Bitclub Network members. Also, we started ClubCoin. We gave ClubCoin away to all of our members. On here, you can see ClubCoin has a $33 million market cap. All of that is owned by Bitclub Network members. So that's another 33 million given out to Bitclub Network members. If you add that up, 33 million plus 38 million, that's $71 million given to Bitclub Network members over the past couple years. That's just huge. I mean, that's just unheard of in the network marketing space. And literally, we're just getting started, and we don't need any more new people to join, and it's not going to stop. It would keep going. It's okay. We're not going to stop taking new members. You can join. You can be a part of this. I'm just saying we don't need it, if that makes sense. All right. Also, you can track our mining all the time on bitclubpool.com. Go here anytime you want. You can see the last 5 blocks we hit, last 10, last 25. You can even look at all the different blocks that we hit. The differential percentage, that's the luck factor. If it's below 100, it's lucky. If it's above 100, it's unlucky. If it's right on 100, then it's not lucky or unlucky. So you can actually watch the blocks. Sometimes we're lucky, like 36 is lucky, 14 is lucky, 17 is lucky, 182, unlucky, 283, unlucky, 153, unlucky. So you can go through and see that we get lucky and we get unlucky. And there's lots of other Bitcoin mining operations. Just if you get involved with any of these other Bitcoin mining operations and you're happy, and I think you will be happy if you got involved with other Bitcoin mining operations, legitimate ones. The only thing is, if you refer somebody, they're really not going to give you anything. If you try and build a real business, you're not going to make any money from those guys. That's where we're different. You can build a real business with Bitclub Network. So people go, well, what exactly am I getting when I join? Okay, so we actually have 3 different pools. Pool 1's $500, Pool 2's $1,000, Pool 3 is $2,000. If you buy all 3 of the pools, you're a founder, which is $3,500. There's also a one-time $99 membership fee. Okay, so as we're mining Bitcoin, whatever we get, we just put into the system and say, okay, we mined whatever amount of Bitcoin, and it just divides it between all the shares that are involved in Bitclub Network. If you're in for the 500, you get 1 share. If you're in for the 1,000, you get twice as much as the 500. If you're in for the 2,000, you get twice as much as the 1,000, 4 times as much as the 500. So the 500 is 1 share, the 1,000 is 2 shares, the 2,000 is 4 shares. If you're a founder, you basically have 7 shares of the pool. So I hope that makes sense. That's the one thing you're getting. But I want you to also think about something else. So there's a couple different companies that actually do Bitcoin mining, and you can sign up with those companies, and they're not going to pay you anything if you build a business. But forget about that. Let's just say you wanted to start your own Bitcoin mining operation. And you go, okay, I need to first find a facility. So you find a facility, and now you got to set up a contract with them for electricity. You need to be able to program all these ASIC machines, these Bitcoin mining machines, and have them running through a pool. Then you need to order all of these machines, have them all installed. Now you need to start advertising to find customers. So how much do we think that we can do all of that for? $600? Probably not. $6,000? Probably not. $600,000? No. $6 million? Maybe. So on the low end, I think it's realistic to say you could start that operation that I was talking about right there. You could start that operation for $6 million. So now you have your operation up and running. Now you got to go start signing all these customers up. So now you're spending your money on advertising, you got people taking the orders, and now you're putting people into the system. So with Bitclub Network, you own your own Bitcoin mining operation, literally. You just don't have to spend that $6 million and all the time doing it, but you can go out, advertise, and get customers and get paid the exact same as if you own the operation yourself. Now, if you own the operation and somebody paid you, how fast do you get your money? Immediately. Well, in Bitclub Network, same thing. You sign somebody up, you get paid immediately. You get paid every single day in Bitclub Network. There's no waiting a week or waiting a month, none of that. You get paid every single day. You can withdraw your money every single day. If you never share Bitclub Network with anybody and all you do is sign up for your mining pool, that's it. That's okay also. You can sit around, do absolutely nothing, withdraw your money every day if you want to. We have some people withdraw once a week. We have some people withdraw once a month. We've had people sign up and buy a founder position. Let me scroll down here. Buy a founder position, walk away and do nothing for 2 years. Don't even log in for 2 years. Come back 2 years later and go, hey, everybody, how's Bitclub Network doing? Doing wonderful. Okay, hey, I forgot my password. Can you help me reset my password? We get their password reset. They log in, and they're sitting there with $12,000, $13,000, $14,000. They're like, wow, you guys are great. They take their money out, and they go, okay, I see you in 2 years. No problem. So we have something really, really special here that I've never seen in network marketing, and I've been full-time in network marketing for over 20 years. I've never experienced anything like this. This is the one program that nobody loses. Some people go, well, Russ, what's the worst case scenario? What bad could happen? Let me tell you what bad could happen. Hang on, let me get my little pen out here. Hang on. See if this works. All right, so Bitcoin, if you remember from the video, is trending up. like that. And we're about in this area right here where Bitcoin is over $900. I'm just going to call it $900. But over the next couple of years, I think Bitcoin could be at 10,000 or even higher. So we're in the very, very beginning stages of this growth, but what happens if everybody from this point tomorrow just wakes up and goes, Bitcoin's stupid, and Bitcoin just tanks and Bitcoin goes down to $1? That's the worst thing that could happen. We're all completely, as far as Bitclub Network goes, we're all completely screwed. Now, I tell people, be diversified. Don't put everything into this. Don't put everything into gold. Don't put everything into oil. Don't put everything into the stock market. Don't put everything into anything. And the reason you shouldn't do that is because of me. When I say because of me, what I mean is I'm all in with this thing. I'm 100% cryptocurrency in my life. I don't really have much cash. I have cryptocurrency. If this right here actually happens, I'm going to need some friends that are diversified, that did not go in the crash, so I can sleep on their couch, because I am all in with what's happening in the world of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, again, you should not be diversified. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm all in, though. So that's the worst thing that could happen. But if we look at what's the worst that could happen and what's the best that could happen in any type of investment type scenario in anything in the world, what's the worst that could happen? Now, me personally, I put 25,000 in the stock market about, I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. And let me change this up. And I started doing day trading. In about 4 months, I lost my 25,000. I had about 15 cents left. It was terrible. So I literally lost all my money investing in the stock market, which is a legitimate thing. But let's say you gave your money to some stock brokerage firm and they were absolute professionals. They were geniuses. They were amazing. In a 3-year period of time, if you gave them $3,600, I'm just going to use a founder position as an example. If you gave them $3,600, what's the best case scenario they're going to do for your money over the next 3 years? Double your money? Triple your money? I know most people are going, no way. There's no way any company in 3 years is going to double or triple my money. That's impossible. Let's just say they were able to triple your money. You just get super lucky and just hit the lottery with something and you triple your money. So you got about 10 grand. So the worst case scenario, you could lose all your money. Best case scenario, you could be sitting with 10 grand. Well, with Bitclub Network, if you just buy Bitcoin, you could do really well, as you remember from the video. And with Bitclub Network, you could end up with 2, 3, 4, 5 times more Bitcoin over the next 3 years. If the price of Bitcoin goes to 10,000, you could be sitting on a couple $100,000 or even more than that. So the question is real simple. If I can lose my money in just about everything, what has the best upside? I just don't know of anything other than Bitcoin mining with this much upside. It's the best upside that I can see. That's why I got involved with this. So if you're like, I don't see it, no problem. I totally understand. This is a whole new concept, a whole new idea. The main thing I want to get across to everybody is go and learn more about Bitcoin on your own. Again, we're on a webinar. You're not in a meeting where somebody's handing out their hand going, okay, give me your credit card. Come on, you got to sign up. Come on, let's go. Fill out the application. Nobody's doing that to you. You don't have to believe anything that you hear on this webinar. You can actually do your own research. You can go to YouTube, find your own videos, go to Google, find out everything. If I'm saying what I'm saying about Bitcoin is real. This is a real thing. We have people that we talked to over 2 years ago about Bitclub Network. They went, I don't really get it. That's okay. You guys go ahead. I'm going to go do whatever I'm doing. Now, 2 years later, we have people coming back to us going, all right, man, biggest mistake of my life. I didn't listen to you guys. Please tell me it's not too late. It's not too late. I feel like we're just now beginning. I mean, I think in the next couple of years, Bitcoin's going to be 10,000. It's still less than 1,000 right now. You still got a shot. We can make a lot of money with this thing together. So I want you to do more research. I mean, this is real stuff here. We can't fake all of these different things. We're talking not about hundreds of thousands or millions. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars going into the pockets of all of our members. 2 years from now, it's not going to be hundreds of thousands or millions or tens of millions. It's going to be hundreds of millions, hundreds and hundreds of millions. We don't want people to miss out on this. This is real. And if you don't get involved with Bitclub Network, that's fine. And I honestly mean that. I just hope you'll find out more about Bitcoin and learn more about Bitcoin. If you don't get involved with Bitcoin, 5 years from now, Bitcoin's going to be accepted everywhere, and you're going to have to use Bitcoin. The same as you have to use the internet right now. Everybody has to use the internet. We can't live without the internet. Our society is completely plugged in now, 100% plugged in. We can't do without it now. 5 to 10 years from now, mark my words, everybody is going to be plugged into Bitcoin. You're going to have to use it one way or another. If you get involved with Bitcoin 5 years from now, you're just a user. Right now, you can capitalize and be like the early pioneers of the internet that saw the vision of what the internet could be, went to work and cashed in. Well, all those guys that are the multimillionaires and billionaires of the internet, guess where they're all putting money? They're putting it into Bitcoin. This is the real thing. So I'm sorry I keep harping on this. I apologize. But yeah, I don't want you to miss this. All right, so I know we have a few people on here, so any questions that I can answer for anybody, please put them in here. I'll answer any questions that you have. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys is another site. It's actually called CoinDesk. So CoinDesk is a really great website where you can go learn all sorts of great stuff about Bitcoin, good, bad, and indifferent. If you put your email address in here, they'll actually email you a few stories all the time. If you go here to price and data, this is where you can see the Bitcoin venture capital. We mentioned it over there on the video. And for me, this is one of the most important pages because this shows all the different Bitcoin startups, what they do in the world of Bitcoin. You can see there's lots of different things that these different companies do in the world of Bitcoin, how much money they raised in this round of funding, how much they raised total, and then who's actually giving them the money? Who are these different investors? And if you go through this, what you're going to end up seeing is that it's the world's richest, smartest people that are giving these millions, not just millions, not tens of millions, not hundreds of millions, but billions. So right here, we're at $1.3 billion invested into all these different companies. So go through here, play here. I mean, you're going to see a lot of names. And some of them might really surprise you. Like, let me go here. I'll just see if I can see just a couple real quick. Coinbase just raised another 10 million. So now they're at 116 million. Bank of Tokyo, #1 to give them money there on this round of funding. And also Coinbase on their last round of funding. I'll just show you that real quick. Coinbase right here. On their last round of funding, 75 million, took them up to 106. New York Stock Exchange, USAA Bank, BBVA Bank. It's just crazy, the people are giving money. Right here, 21 Inc. raised money from Andreessen Horowitz. That's the guys that started eBay, PayPal, and Google. Where is this other one I'm looking for? Hang on. Where's it at here? I'm looking for one other one I wanted to show you real quick. I forget the name of it. Dadgummit. Where is it? When I see the name, I'll know it. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember the name of it. Chain. There it is, Chain. So who gave Chain some money? Let's see, Visa, NASDAQ, Citi Ventures, just give me an idea. So that was important for me to see that if all these guys are giving this kind of money to Bitcoin startup companies, something's going on. Like, this is a big deal right here. So that's why I started really paying attention. I was like, okay, if I don't understand it yet, let me really understand this. Before I say yes or no, let me really understand this. So if you don't quite get everything that we're going through, it's okay. Just please take the time to make sure you do understand it. If you understand everything, like if you really believe that you understand everything, you're like, I don't see it. Doesn't make any sense to me. I think it's dumb. This will never catch on. Then okay, that's your opinion. That's fair enough. I can't say anything bad about that. But if you're like, I just don't understand it, then don't walk away from this. Do more studying. Go to Google and put in, what is Bitcoin? I want to understand Bitcoin, and just watch YouTube videos and read websites until you really get a grasp of what's happening here. Banks and governments cannot control Bitcoin. They can't turn it off. They can't manipulate it. They can't do anything to it. It's the same as gold. You can't turn off gold. You can't manipulate gold. You can't delete gold, and you can't counterfeit gold. Gold is just gold. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. You can't delete it, and you can't make more of it just accidentally. Like, can't be counterfeited. It's really perfect. And yes, John, this is recorded, absolutely. And hey, Franz, good to see you on here. I miss you over there in Jakarta also. All right, so any questions that we can cover? And I know a lot of people, when they're watching this for the first time, are just like, whoa, I really don't have any questions. You'll come up with good questions. As you start learning more about Bitcoin and talking to the person that introduced you to this, you'll learn more, and you'll actually start coming up with good questions. But I do want to show you one thing, because I know a lot of people are like, okay, well, what's the compensation plan? How are we going to make money in this thing? So don't worry about the comp plan just yet. Just understand a comp plan is a comp plan. I know a lot of companies want to tell you their product's the best, and their office is the best, and their CEO is the best, and their comp plan's the best, and they're blah, 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 blah. They're all the best. Look, if there was any one best, that's the one company everybody would be in. There's a lot of personal opinions. I have friends of mine that make over $1 million a month in network marketing. I could never dream of being in some of those companies. It's just not me. For them, it works. For me, it doesn't. And other people are like, Russ, I can't do what you do. I have to have a product that I can wipe on somebody and make them put down their throat. That's what they like. I'm just different. So this isn't for everybody. And again, if you don't join, that's okay. If you don't join, just learn more about Bitcoin, because it's going to be in your life the same as the internet is in your life. If this is not how you want to make your living promoting it, I totally understand. There are products in network marketing. I like the product, not how I want to make my living promoting it. So totally get it. But I do want to show you one thing about this. So we have what's called repurchases. So as you're getting money from the mining, you also have to help buy the newest, most energy efficient equipment, because over time, computer equipment gets better and better and better. As an example, almost nobody on here probably has the same cell phone that they had 5 years ago. Just, you don't do that because technology moves forward. Most people listening to this don't have the same laptop they had 5 years ago. Most people on here don't have the same car that they had 5 years ago. Cars maybe 5 years ago, but not 20 years ago, because technology changes. Well, with Bitcoin mining equipment, technology changes really fast. And so what money that came in 2 years ago, the equipment we were buying, we don't mine Bitcoin with that equipment anymore. It just doesn't make money. It loses money. So we have to unplug it and stop using it. So everybody from 2 years ago, they have to help buy the newest, best equipment. It's the same as you're buying the newest, best equipment, getting started now. So everybody has to make a repurchase. What does that mean? That means as people are making Bitcoin, some of that Bitcoin goes back in, which gets you new shares. So let me show you what that looks like real quick. Hang on one second. Where are we at here? Got it. We just moved a lot of this stuff around. Okay, here we go. This it? No, that's not it. Yeah, we just moved a lot of these different things around. So give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? I think it's in the wallet. It's in the wallet. Okay. Give me a second. Just want to show you what this looks like real quick. So when you buy a mining pool, sorry, it's loading slow in a hotel. It can be like that sometimes. Apologize. All right, so this is my back office, one of my back offices. Is it here? It's not here. I thought it was here. Hang on a second. It's here somewhere. Where has she paid a transfer original? That's not it. Mining pool. Is this it? Mining pool? No, that's not it. Hang on. Just give me a second. I apologize. Let me find this. The earnings report? No, that's not it. That's not it. My profile. Right. My order sports. Where did it go? I know it has to be here. Somebody help me out. What page is it on? Why am I missing this? Because I know it's here somewhere. We just moved it around. Before, it used to be under mining earnings. I know. Scroll down to mining earnings. All right, mining earnings. It's not here. Where is it at? Under commissions. Oh, under commissions. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Where's under commissions? It's not under commissions. Where do you see under commissions? Green tab on the right. Okay, my little go-to webinar thing is blocking it maybe. Green tab on the right. I don't see a green tab. Oh, right here, mining earnings. Apologize, everybody. It's right here, mining earnings, right in front of my face. I apologize. Okay, so I started out with one share in mining pool 1, mining pool 2, and mining pool 3. So over time, some I get, some go back in. Now you can actually set it if you want to get more shares. You can actually set it as high as 100% if you want to. I recommend for people set it 100% for 1 year. After that, then go back and then start pulling out. That way you earn a lot more shares. So all of these are all mining pool shares. And you can see I've built up a lot of mining pool shares. So this is a thing where you start out with 1,000 days on one of your mining pool contracts. And then over that 1,000 days, you're going to get more and more and more shares, but eventually your 1,000 days will run out on your first share, but all your partial shares will all have their own sets of 1,000 days. So really you pay one time and you're going to get paid for years and years and years. So far, this one has made 26 Bitcoin worth of earnings. Now I've had it set higher, so it's actually compounded itself faster than a lot of other accounts because they didn't rebuy as much as I did. So from this, it's made 26, 21's gone back into repurchases, but almost 5 Bitcoin have come back out. But I have built up so much an extra. So just to give you an idea, if I changed it right now, then over the next however period of time, I'm going to be getting so much more Bitcoin than somebody else because I've built up to where I have, how many shares do I have? So in pool 1, I have 3.45 shares. This one I got 4 shares. This one I got 3.62 shares. So somebody brand new joining would have 111. I'm getting 3.5 or 4 times more than a brand new person coming in today because I've been repurchasing so much. And then if you look at, okay, how much did you get from just Bitcoin? I got like $4,500 worth of Bitcoin. Also from this position, it would have received about $4,000 or $5,000, actually about more than that, more than $4,000 or $5,000 worth of Club Coin. Now, other accounts would have gotten more Bitcoin than this account because they didn't have such a high repurchase rate, but that's okay. Now mine would make a lot more than theirs would make, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not getting too fast for a lot of you guys. My point is that you're going to keep getting paid forever, and everybody in your downline is going to get paid forever. And whenever somebody comes in your downline and buys a share, you get paid. Anytime they make a partial share, you get paid on 100% of your people. So imagine if somebody in your downline had this many repurchases and you got paid every single time they made a repurchase. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. So in my downline, I don't know the exact number. And hang on one second, I'm gonna let it load. A lot of times you can't hear me when the page is loading. And mine's a little slow also because there's a lot of stuff on mine. Hang on. Okay, here it's loading now. Sorry, mine has a lot of stuff to load. All right, so in my organization, I think I got about 40,000 people. I think it's about 40,000 people. And there's actually a bug in the system right now. The bug is that if you get to where your balance in your back office is 1,000 Bitcoin, it'll just show 1 Bitcoin. So if you have 2,000 Bitcoin, it'll show 2. If you have 3,000 Bitcoin, it shows 3. So actually in my back office, I have over 3,000 Bitcoin that haven't been withdrawn. So that's 3 million just sitting in my back office. And we actually have other Bitclub Network members that have almost 100,000 sitting in their back office. And I'm like, why don't you take your Bitcoin out? And they're like, I feel safer having it in the back office than if I take it out. But whatever. All right, so in here you can see your wallet transactions, deposits, withdrawals, transfers. Blah, blah, blah. So there's 25 commission records on a page. And you can see I'm getting paid on all of these people. So comp plan is really not important. You can learn that later. Here's what is important. There's 40,000, roughly 40,000 people in my organization. There's 25 commission records on a page, and I have 125,471 pages of commission records. So that's over 3 million commission records on 40,000 people. So even if you had 100 people in your downline, you'll end up with thousands and thousands of commission records because you keep getting paid on everybody over and over and over and over and over. It's never going to stop. Now, yes, it's pennies. 3 cents, 6 cents, 12 cents, 7 cents. There's some people I make 50 cents and 80 cents and 90 cents on, even more than $1 on some people. Here's the crazy thing is that right now Bitcoin's over 900. 2 years ago, Bitcoin was like 200 and something dollars. And so it was still the same thing back then. 3 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, 10 cents, $1. So let's say I made $1 on somebody way back when Bitcoin was $200 for 1 Bitcoin. Now it's gone up 4.5 times. That means really I was making $4.50 on some of these people, not $1. When it was 10 cents, I wasn't making 10 cents. I was making 45 cents. Same right here. There's people that I'm getting paid this on, and I got pages and pages and pages of this stuff every day where you can look at it now. But when Bitcoin is 10,000 for 1 Bitcoin, that's 10 times more than it is right now. I'm not getting 3 cents. I'm getting 30 cents. I'm not getting 12 cents. I'm getting $1.20. I'm not getting 7 cents. I'm getting 70 cents. This is seriously, if you start thinking about this, this is serious wealth generation happening. We have people in Bitclub Network that made over 1,000 Bitcoin in a single year when Bitcoin was in the $200 range. Now Bitcoin's $900. They didn't sell their Bitcoin. So did they make 200 and something thousand, or did they make 900,000? We have many, many people in Bitclub Network that have already become millionaires. This is real. So it doesn't really matter what the comp plan is. You can see it pays over and over and over and over and over and over again. You have 100% active people in your downline. So just want to show you guys that real quick. Okay, so any other questions? Let's see here. All right, so no other questions. So any other questions from anybody? Just understand, if you're watching this video, somebody sent you to this webinar, just get back with them. Any questions that you have, they can get you on the phone with one of their uplines, get your questions answered. We'll be doing more webinars like this where you can come on and ask questions. We're also going to be starting doing training webinars very soon. So a lot of things happening. Bitclub Network's exploding all over the world right now. Korea's just going crazy. Japan's going crazy. Malaysia's going crazy. Just stuff happening everywhere, really. We got about 100 different countries that are represented in Bitclub Network. Michael, can I talk about the mining facility in Iceland? What about it? You can see videos of it. I mean, it's a mining facility. It's not even a mining facility, really. It's a data center. And so in that data center, it's probably about 5% of all the computer equipment in that data center is Bitcoin mining. 95% is actually Fortune 100 companies. So, yeah, I mean, you can watch videos if you go to our YouTube channel, which is Bitclub Space Network on YouTube. I don't think we have it on winning presentation. It might be on winning. Let me see. Oh, yeah. You actually, Bitclub Network mining facility, you actually see a video of our mining facility. That is on there right now. Yeah, no problem, Michael. So, all right, everybody. Well, appreciate you guys coming on. Try to shorten it up. Only about an hour tonight, which is absolutely awesome. Glad you guys can join us. Again, if it's your first time checking out Bitclub Network and finding out about Bitcoin, telling you, it's going to blow your mind. I'm going to make you one promise before you go. The one promise that I'm going to make to you if you're brand new finding out about Bitcoin and Bitclub Network is that over the next month to 2 months, as you're learning more, I promise you, however good you think all of this is right now, I promise you it's 10 times better than what you think it is. Ask anybody that's been involved with Bitclub Network for a year or more, is it 10 times better now than you thought it was when you first heard about it? Every single person will tell you yes. For me personally, as time goes on with network marketing companies and I learn more and more about them and how their commissions, how they pay, what their product is, what's the character of the people running the company, my opinion goes down and down and down until finally I'm like, I got to get out of here. You just ask people who have been involved with Bitclub Network for a year, 2 years. The longer somebody's been in, the happier they are and the more excited they are about it. With Bitclub Network, we get more excited over time. So, all right, everybody. Well, look, get back with the person that told you about this. They'll tell you about CoinPay also, because when you sign up with Bitclub Network, you're actually going to own shares of CoinPay that we talked about. If you're a founder, you're actually going to get a founder bonus. Founders always get more, just so you guys know. There's always bonuses in being a founder. So find out about, how much shares of CoinPay are giving away right now, because it's always less and less and less over time. And if you're listening to this a week or 2 weeks after it was recorded, it might be going down some. So find out how many shares of CoinPay are being given away right now and get involved at whatever level you feel comfortable. Again, be diversified. Nobody's asking you to take out all of your retirement and put it into a founder pool. We have people that make a lot of money that just came in for the $5.99, and we also have people that own 100 founder positions. Come in wherever you're comfortable. There's room for everybody. We're just happy that you're here. We don't care about money. We care about people. We're building a distribution channel. We have people that have put over $1 million into Bitclub Network, but we would rather have 1,000 people that join for $1,000 than one guy joining for $1 million. We don't need the money. I promise you that. We need people. we are building the biggest community of people involved in Bitcoin, and we're going to be able to get involved in so many different revenue streams, and everybody's going to get paid and everybody's going to own a piece of it. So yes, everybody, this is recorded. I'll be putting it up, and you'll be able to find it probably tomorrow here at winningpresentation.com. This is not tagged to any person at all, and we will also have it on YouTube, and we'll put it out there so everybody will have the link from YouTube also, and we will be putting it up on the Bitclub Network YouTube channel. So it's Bitclub space Network, and it will be going up there as well. So, all right, everybody, have a great morning, afternoon, late evening, middle of the night, wherever you are. Appreciate you guys for being on, and we'll see you on the next webinar. All right, thanks, everybody.